you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
18 rattling.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts fumbles it, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
19. Go check.
Back to throw here. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
60 Maverick.
Watch out.
After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Buffalo 18.
Check right 34. Mike 34. Rip right. 34 is the Mike. I got one. Kick that.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll look to throw. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Check. Lucky.
70 Rangers.
They're going to look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Come on, guys, let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
No, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Throwing again. Sanders sliding out of the pocket. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's...
Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Play action. It's Goff. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Toward the right sideline, but It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, get some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
19 tight.
Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead, but ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about a yard and a half. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team. I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run here with Swift. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Swift is in for a Lions touchdown. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, David.
I kind of figured that was coming.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly. This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Foles. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quiddy Pay in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. Boy, that's 3 points you really expect to have. That's nothing more than a lack of concentration to me because an NFL kicker should make this kick in his sleep.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate him and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now Foles. Complete to Kelly. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Foles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man. It's Pierce. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the 1st. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now a pass pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's White. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Under 10. 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Quiddy Pay. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing again on second and 10. Foles. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Oh, he pulls over him. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Oh, look at the... And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 23-yard run. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Third inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Open man is Uzama. So they say we'll let that completed pass stand, and we'll bring up third down instead as they decline it.
So they're comfortable with the yardage. The big thing to them is what you pointed out, getting it to third down and making a play there.
Now White. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hurry, 17. 58, come on. No, check. Exit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Foles throw pulled in by Woods. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. Touchdown Colts. Michael Pittman, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off play action, here's White. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. White eluding the pressure right. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. White looks to throw. On the move to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They're going to try and throw. Steps away to his left. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. He's hit the street. Come
On 1st and 10, White. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nick Bawden taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will ball his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. White. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
To throw, White. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 58 for Mike. 58. 58 for Mike. Come off the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Carter. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Check, check. Lock out.
On first down, it's White. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Now White. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, 28 yards. And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will ball his way in there for the 2 points. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Room here to run. And he'll have it across midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give to Taylor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now White with a 1st down throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. White. The ball comes out. And the Colts pick it up. And he's got some space here. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now White throwing to start the drive. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Garrett Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. 74 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Here we go now as they will again try for two. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On the handoff, Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 166 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They run once more with Taylor. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. From the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on second and long. White checks this one down to Robinson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
White throwing on third and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Touchdown. Paris Campbell from 17 yards out. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. To throw is White from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT in return for 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw. White. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Man, 220 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Taylor. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They turn to Taylor on 4th, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to